Happy January 1st. So today is the first day of No Spend January. And the reason I'm going to try and not spend any money on non-essentials in January is because I feel like I've been spending money on things to make me feel happy, and things shouldn't be what make you happy. And part of this comes from the fact that every time I log into my email, there's adverts from all my favorite stores and all the sales they have on. Just today, with it being January 1st, there are like millions of sales, 20% off, your favorite member, free shipping, new designs, everything that you could possibly want. January 1st is the day they try and get you to buy it. And usually I do buy into this, and I like getting things. I love shopping. But it's become a bit of an issue. I have a massive closet full of stuff. I have everything I need. I don't need anything. I have clothes clothes are particularly a problem. I have clothes I haven't even worn yet. Just too much stuff. So this January, I'm going to try very hard not to buy anything. And I'm hoping this will make me feel happier, because I will realize that I don't need to tie feeling happy into buying things or having more things. And so that's my goal for January, and I'm going to check in and see how it goes. So it's day 7 of No Spend January, and so far it's not been too bad. So the first was New Year's Day. That was easy. Then I had work on Thursday and Friday of last week, and that stopped me from like shopping. And then Saturday and Sunday we had my husband's mum here, so we did stuff with her, and I didn't need to buy anything. Yesterday there was a few sales I wanted to buy online, because every email I have is trying to sell me something. But then today I can't buy anything unless I shop online, I guess. But all the stores must be closing, because look what the weather did. There's Colby. He's making snow. He's collecting snowballs to throw at me. He will not wear mittens because he is 2. But look at the weather. So I'm a teacher, so we finished 2 hours early today, which still meant that it was pretty snowy by the time we finished work. But my son's daycare decided that they now follow the government closing schedule. So they actually closed at 1, and we didn't finish till 1:50. So one of my co-workers, whose children go to the same daycare, had to drive me to the daycare. Then we picked our children up, went back to work. I then had to entertain this 2-year-old in my classroom with my 21 students for a little bit, because I needed to make sure he was safe. And then we came home, and now we're out in the snow. So it's been a bit of an eventful day. And it's the first snow of the, thank you for the snowball, first snow of the season. And yeah, it's a good day. It's a good day. Call me for the snowball. Happy Sunday, everyone. Today is No Spend January, day 19. And I'm going to be honest, I haven't spent any money yet, but I'm definitely at the point where I'm bored of the challenge. I've been looking at websites, I've seen things I want to buy. I desperately want to hit up a couple of thrift stores, because it's been about 3 weeks since I've done that, maybe just over 3 weeks. And I usually go every other week or every week sometimes. So I'm missing doing that. I've seen things I want to buy my son, but he doesn't need, so I've not been buying them, and I want to buy those for him. So yeah, I'm not spending any money, but I'm kind of bored. However, I'm very glad I've done this challenge, because I really don't need to buy all these things. And by not being able to buy stuff until February, it gives me enough time to decide really, do I need this? Do I really want this? And do I have to have this? Even though it might be frustrating right now, because usually I just buy it, try it, and send it back if it's no good. This week I had my first challenge with No Spend January. On Wednesday I went to a professional development with some of my co-workers, and everyone went out for lunch and I couldn't go. and I couldn't go because I'm not spending money, and because I am also doing keto, and I really didn't want to go to somewhere to eat and try and work out what I could or could not eat there. Anyhow, everyone was super supportive, super kind, but I had that whole fear of missing out. Like, it really felt like I was excluding myself, and that wasn't the case. Everyone came back. They were totally inclusive, totally kind. I worked with really nice co-workers. Everyone was supportive, but myself, my feeling myself was that I was missing out, and that's not the case. And I also kind of felt proud of myself for, one, sticking to something that I've set myself to do, and two, kind of realizing that I would only have gone out to eat just because everyone else was, and that's not really a reason to do something. I should go because I wanted to go, and I really didn't want to go out to eat, and I also didn't want to go to where they went, and that's okay. And it's a good lesson for me that I don't have to go just because everyone else goes. All right, that was my takeaway this week. No Spend January is still going strong. It is Friday, January 31st, 2020, which means that I am officially all done with No Spend January. Yay! So that was month one of my 12 months of challenges. So I did some research into the things that make people happy. And one of the things was, at the end of every day, you write one positive thing that happened to you. And since I think I might tend to be a bit of a negative person, that really spoke to me. And I thought, what a great idea for February. So for February, I will be doing a month of positivity. Writing one positive thing for every single day. And I guess that starts tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Good morning. So No Spend January has officially finished, and one of my friends suggested it might be interesting to see how much money I saved this year versus last year by not spending any money for the whole month. So I have here my bank statement. It's actually inside a Pete the Cat book because I've already filmed this one time, and you could see the back of my credit card statement. I don't need that information out. I buy everything on my credit card. So everything I spent last January is on this statement. So we're going to go through it, and if it's something that was non-essential, I'm going to add it to my Kindle calculator and add up how much money I have saved. Okay, so the first, that's my husband's card. The first thing is the children's place, and I spent $45.88 at the children's place. My son's clothes are non-essential because he has loads. So if I'm buying them, it's because they're cute. Walmart, I spent $22.24. And then that's food. Then at Target, I spent $41.06. And Gap Online, there were 4 transactions. One for $5.08, one for $17.76, one for $4.43, and one for $6.61. I think what they probably did was charge me for my whole bill. Charged me for my whole bill online, and then only actually took the money out of the credit card when they shipped it. Because I know I didn't pay $6.61 on a whole order. The next one is the children's place. I spent $7.83. Then another Gap one for $5.70, probably part of that same order. Then at Goodwill, I spent $24.79. By the way, it currently says $181.38 spent, and I'm only on January 20th. Okay, after Goodwill, there was an Old Navy, $8.48. Then a children's place for $3.95. I do remember or know that in January, I do a lot of sale shopping, and I know I brought a lot of like Christmas stuff for the Christmas that just passed, a lot of like matching outfits for my son and Christmas sweaters and Christmas stuff that was on sale. So I do know that this is probably a bigger spending month usually because I buy the sale stuff. Okay, so I just did Old Navy. I did that one. Did I do? No, then Old Navy 34, 35. I do buy a lot of Old Navy because they're great clothes for work. Then I did a Walmart order for $210.94. Now $210.94 is a lot, and I'm going to go ahead and do $110.94 and say that $100 of that was probably diapers and wipes. And diapers and wipes are an essential. Okay, so that's $110.94. We're on January 24th, and currently my total is $339.10. Okay, then there's gas. All right, then I brought $50 of Scholastic books. Yes, those are for work, but do I need them? No. Then daycare is essential. Then at TJ Maxx, I spent $26.50. I do remember last January I needed new boots, and I think I bought 3 or 4 pairs, and I know that's one of them. Then Old Navy online, I did $5.70 and $34.20, and that takes us out of January. So how much money did I spend last January on non-essentials? $455.50. And how much did I spend this year in January on non-essentials? 0. So that's pretty motivating. And I'm going to do my best to take my lessons from this month and try to remember I don't actually need to buy as much stuff as I do.